Hello, my name is Lucas Demba, and this is my brief report on Amazon.com Incorporated's marketing plan. Amazon was founded in 1994 by Jeff Bezos, who had quit his job managing a hedge fund in order to sell books. He started his e-commerce platform with that goal. By July 1995, Amazon had taken off. It had shipped books to all 50 United States and 45 countries around the world. Uh, in 1997, Amazon introduced its one-click shopping button, which gave it a competitive advantage in the industry. By 2000, Amazon had expanded to the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Japan as for main website locations. Now today, Amazon is the global giant that we all know and love. Amazon's mission statement is to be Earth's most consumer-centric company, where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online and endeavors to offer its customers the lowest possible prices. This mission is at the center of Amazon's business strategy, the way the company is oriented. Jeff Bezos has a rule he calls the two pizza rule, where he insists that teams are small enough to be fed by two pizzas because small teams are efficient teams that can be managed well. And well managed teams who are proficient can help customers the best possible. Amazon's situation in the world, they have a very strong brand with worldwide recognition. They have a wide variety of products and markets that they reach. They have strong competition in highly competitive markets. They have a large market share of e-commerce platforms, and Amazon has their customer-centric attitude, which gives them an advantage in the industry. Amazon's customer base is identified by themselves as being three different types of customers. First, there's normal customers, which are people like me and you who use Amazon for our shopping needs, our video needs, just everyday use. Then there's seller customers who are Amazon's customers who go on and sell products through the website using things like Launchpad and Handmade. Then there's developer customers who are the customers that go on and use Amazon's various web solutions in order to develop their own websites and products. Uh, when identifying Amazon's customer base, they fall through every category of vowels, but in particular, innovators, achievers, and thinkers are their basis for their most visited in the past 30 days consumer base. In particular, Amazon services innovators most of all. The innovators make up, 76% of innovators are 76% more likely than 41% of all adults to have visited Amazon in the last 30 days. Innovators, by and large, are the largest group that uses Amazon. Recently, Amazon has gone so far to target a younger demographic as well. Their goals with this is to get Generation Z and the millennial generation to shop at Amazon. Their goals are they're looking in particular for people of the younger generations that have disposable income pretty much. They want, kids with cash in their pockets so that they could uh, buy things from Amazon. When looking at Amazon's products and Ansos's production market expansion grid, uh, Amazon pretty much hits all the boxes. Uh, as far as market penetration, Amazon uses advertising, loyalty programs like Prime, and their pricing, of which they have, weekly deals and ever-changing things to keep you on the site. Their goal here is to, of course, keep you visiting Amazon if you already use it. In terms of market development, Amazon has been expanding into developing markets. They're looking to uh, enter into countries where their products haven't been really taken off. India is a big potential market for Amazon. They face fierce local competition in India from a number of localized e-commerce sites, which they need to quash in order to truly expand into India. In as far as product development, Amazon offers a lot of up and coming programs that are being introduced into existing markets. Things like Alexa, Amazon Launchpad, which is a section of the Amazon website, which in particular is for startup companies and startup products. Then there's Amazon Fresh, and Prime Pantry, which are both tied in with grocery shopping online, where they'll deliver various grocery goods to you for your convenience. And then there's Amazon Restaurants, which is another program coming out into already established markets, which is essentially ordering food and through Amazon and having it delivered to your house. Uh, as far as diversification into new markets, uh, Amazon has been starting a growing brick and mortar presence. They have uh, purchased Whole Foods, and they have a program called Amazon Go, where it is a brick and mortar location, like a supermarket, where you can go in with your phone, take whatever you need. You don't have to go through a checkout. You just walk out of the store, and your phone, which you have on you, automatically registers what you bought and uses RFID chips to charge your account. No need to stay in line. But these programs are a new market for Amazon, and there's some risk associated with it. I know Amazon Go, at least as far as last summer, was their only location was in Seattle. I actually got to visit it myself when I was there. As far as the four Ps, Amazon, as far as product, has a bunch of various in-house items, things like Echo and Kindle. They retail items through other sellers who use the site to initiate transactions, and then they offer web-based services like AWS, which is Amazon Web Solutions, which are web systems, which uh, acts as a platform for developers. In terms of price, Amazon's free to use. They have a subscription uh, called Amazon Prime, which affords people free shipping and gives various other benefits to the site. Uh, that's something that people can buy on a yearly basis. And then they have Prime for Students, which is a uh, a cheaper version of Prime. And then as far as customers go, or well, as far as customers who sell on the site, Uh, Amazon, of course, gets a premium out of that. For promotion, Amazon depends on word of mouth, advertisements, promotions, and publicity. As far as advertisements, they advertise on television across the internet. There's the iconic Amazon button that comes in most ads that, shop now. Uh, as far as promotions, they have various sales and things like that, and publicity. We'll talk about in creative solutions later on, but Amazon gets a lot of publicity through its various stunts and acts and different things that it's trying to innovate in the industry. For place, Amazon is mainly online through their website, Amazon.com. But they have various different pages associated with that redirect to that. Amazon also has Zappos and IMDb, which they own, which generate revenue for them. Amazon also uh, has a mobile device. They have their own apps that go with Amazon, Amazon MP3, and there's even just a normal Amazon shopping app. Amazon also has a brick and mortar presence, as we mentioned before. Amazon uh, has is opening up grocery locations. It owns Whole Foods. Uh, And then Amazon also has an Amazon button, which is a new product, which is essentially you can purchase an Amazon button for your most frequently used items where you could have it at home. All you have to do is press the button on the thing and it automatically reorders it for you. As far as competition, Amazon's biggest competition comes from Apple, Google, and Walmart. There's various other smaller retailers and online companies that compete with Amazon, but these are the three biggest ones. Apple, of course, has their various electronic items which compete with Amazon's Kindle and Echo. Google has its own electronic items which compete with Amazon's uh, Echo and Kindle. It also hosts web services, which Amazon is in that industry. And then Walmart, of course, is a very large retailer with a huge brick and mortar presence, who also has quite a large online presence. Walmart actually sells, I believe it's Amazon sales online are roughly a quarter of what Google's are. When looking at Amazon's BCG, Amazon's big cash cows are its ebooks and audiobooks, the things that the company was founded on, surprisingly enough. Its stars are its electronics like Echo and things, innovations in technology. Its question marks are Kindles, Zappos, and video on demand services. Essentially, the question marks are Kindle, which does not actually sell as much as you would think for a product that you know about, but due to fierce competition from Google and Apple in the tablet business, Kindle is actually a question mark. Zappos is, of course, an independent website that sells shoes, and it isn't as profitable as it could be, so it is a bit of a risk. And then video on demand services, uh, Amazon has Prime Video and just video on demand, whatever you want to call it. It essentially it's a risk because it does not sell as well as one would think. It doesn't compete with Netflix and other video streaming services like that as well as it should. As far as dogs, the biggest dog that Amazon has is their Amazon MP3. Uh, it's something that they keep on because it's what you expect from a company like Amazon to offer. One of the things they could offer, there's an app for it on your phone if you have an Android phone, but it actually loses a lot of money because it's not used by many users. When looking at the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to Amazon, their strengths are they have deep pockets. They have quite a lot of money that they reinvest into the company each quarter. They also have a strong brand. Everybody knows what Amazon is. They are very customer centric, which is a big strength when it comes to retaining customers and earning new customers. Everybody that has a good experience with Amazon and tells somebody else about it, that's another customer. That's free publicity for them. Or and then Amazon has a very deep supply chain. They have quite a bit of suppliers that supply Amazon uh, all the way down. As far as weaknesses, Amazon has shrinking profit margins due to competition in the industry driving prices down. They have a high amount of debt from reinvesting into the company, and they have negative publicity from some tax avoiding paying taxes. I won't say evasion. Uh, but that has caused the company to have negative publicity. As far as opportunities, Amazon has the opportunity for backward integration. They can expand on their in-house items to better service their customers. They're making strides in expansion. That's a large opportunity for them buying companies like Whole Foods and Zappos in order to expand and widen the company, which of course goes in hand with acquisitions. Their acquisitions of Zappos and Whole Foods give them quite a good opportunity to increase their profit margins and enter into other markets. When it comes to threats, two of the biggest ones are the low entry barrier into e-commerce. It's cheap to make a website and start selling things. So more or less, there's a lot of low volume competition that essentially takes away from Amazon's customer base. Amazon also has to face a lot of regulation. Uh, Part of it is, of course, in fully modernized, fully accepted countries where they are trying to avoid paying taxes. Then some of it comes from underdeveloped countries where Amazon's currently moving in because they don't have the strong laws surrounding their e-commerce platforms. Therefore, Amazon has to trudge through all that legalese in order to figure out what exactly the laws are surrounding the various e-commerce platforms in foreign countries. In terms of creative strategies for marketing Amazon uses a lot of standard advertising, making videos for commercials, things like that, banner ads, things like that. All the classic advertising strategies. Usually, they create funny commercials targeted at that target audience. Amazon should, in order for Amazon to truly hit its marks, it should target the it should target the makers and thinkers more than, and as well as achievers more than the innovators, because the achievers, makers, and thinkers are much larger groups than the innovators. The innovators are, well, at least I suspect, holdovers from the start of the company, and then the makers, thinkers, and achievers are, large groups that Amazon needs to weigh into in order to get a larger audience and a larger customer base. uh, Part of what Amazon needs to do is increase the marketing to these target audiences. They're making strides, going after the younger generations. However, the majority of their followers are innovators, and isn't exactly the largest group isn't exactly the largest segment. Uh, Amazon does, however, utilize publicity quite well. They do so on their boxes, they do so with their planes, and they do so with their drones. Amazon's nearly always in the news. I had a wealth of information to pick through for this report. Uh, uh, Amazon has the arrow logo on the bottom of their boxes, which is the classic Amazon smile on the boxes, which acts as free publicity in and of itself. It it essentially, if you see the Amazon box outside your neighbor's house, they got ordered from Amazon. Instant brand recognition from that. Also, Amazon utilizes, uh, I wouldn't call them stunts, but they go after things like uh, 1 hour shipping and in certain locations, and using drones to ship packages. Amazon, in part, it's a industry innovation, but also it gets in the news, which gets Amazon noticed. All in all, Amazon is a huge corporation who pretty much should follow its active plan, but in order to truly hit a larger customer base, they need to target larger segments of the population in order to expand their customer horizons and maximize their profits. Thank you.